So we're at the Golden Gloves. I had 2 fighters win the state Golden Gloves and advance to the regional. So we're at the regional Golden Gloves, and my fighter is fighting. And in the middle, well, not even in the middle, I'll say like maybe 30 seconds into the first round, I yelled to my fighter, gancho, gancho, which means hook in Spanish. And my fighter leaps in with the gazelle hook, and that starts the beginning of the end of the fight. And at this moment, I feel someone grab my left wrist and they're shaking it. So I turn, I'm thinking it's one of the officials or something telling me to calm down, because I'm hype, I'm in my bag, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's an official like telling me calm down or something. And I turn and I look, and it's the gentleman, Jerry Cooney, holding my hand, and he says, gancho, great call, coach, great call. And I'm like, wow, like, thank you. And then I turn to him real quick and I'm like, it's a pleasure. You know, thank you. I shake his hand. So before my fighters fight, they had introduced like all the stars that were there. There was some football players from the New York Giants, I believe, the Jets, the New England Patriots, and there were some boxers there. And Jerry Cooney was one of the boxers. And what's so interesting about this story is that before we left to go to the fights, while we were at the gym, I was actually editing a video, the drive-by uppercut by George Foreman. Now, I've posted this short on this channel, and it's got, I think, over 1 million views, and on my first channel as well. And it's just one of my all-time favorite knockouts, the drive-by uppercut by George Foreman delivered onto the gentleman Jerry Cooney. So it was just really interesting. I mean, Jerry Cooney is also involved in 2 of my most favorite all-time knockouts, when he knocked out Ken Norton, brutal knockout. And of course, when he was the victim of the drive-by uppercut by George Foreman. But I want to start sharing some of these stories with you, because one of the greatest things about boxing is when you're with like an older person who's been in boxing for so long, and they can tell you all these stories. So already in my young journey, I've racked up a lot of great stories to tell. I mean, from when I was fighting and now that I'm coaching, just a lot of great stories. And I want to start to share them with you guys. I don't just want to share, you know, boxing technique and stuff. I want to share my journey with you guys as you guys watch me grow, because of course I'm showing you guys, you know, how to box and all these boxing techniques, but I also want to show you guys how we're doing in the landscape of boxing. We're doing really well. Like I said, I had 2 fighters win the regional Golden Glove, so not sure if they will advance to the nationals because they're both novice. Well, one of them turned open during the gloves, but he entered the gloves as a novice, and he's now open class. He has 11 fights, and one of them has 5 fights. They're actually brothers, the Super Smash Bros, the Super Mario Bros, the Fuego Bros, the Hermanos de Fuego, Hermanos Fuegos. Yeah, so I want to show you guys my journey as well, and, you know, get more interactive with you guys and more personable with you guys, and just, like I said, start to share some of the stories, because great stories every time you go to an event. You never know who you're gonna see. So after the fight, I know I got a little bit rambled, but after the fight, the gentleman Jerry Cooney, he came up to us and he just said, coach, great job, great work in there. Your fighter did great. Take my number, because I want to bring you guys on my radio show and interview you guys. So it's always a blessing, and it always feels great when you get acknowledged by some of the legends, some of the old-time fighters that fought at such a high level. And of course, Jerry Cooney fought on the highest level that you can fight at in the most dangerous division, the heavyweight division. So it's always nice to get recognized by these people. I'll be telling you guys the story of what happened when I met Iron Mike Tyson, and when he walked into the locker room just like this. Iron Mike is a G. I'll tell you guys the story of what happened when I met Bad Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson was one of my favorite fighters while he was fighting, because I was watching his career. I was boxing when Chad Dawson was boxing as well. So of course he's from the region, and I'll tell you guys the story of what happened when I met Bad Chad, what happened when I met Iron Mike Tyson, Irish Mickey Ward, Eddie Hearn. The list goes on and on. Like it's truly a blessing, and I want to share it with you guys. And, you know, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel and for being a part of the Fiyah fam. Let's keep growing. We want to hit 100K I'm doing like Mike Tyson. Which one of you motherfuckers is fighting tonight? Let's go. Hey, so you guys want to hear those stories? If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you are subscribed, share the videos, like the videos, and let's keep growing. Thank you guys.